pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, Maspeth High School, and welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. I will be your Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Pachter, so let's get this show on the road. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of questions out there. How did we get here? Why is this happening? What will next school year look like when you're in college? All of those are valid questions. Unfortunately, I have no idea. I can't tell you what the future may hold, but I can tell you one thing's for sure. We are all very proud of the class of 2020. We're proud that when faced with adversity and the fear of the unknown, you stepped up to the challenge and did what needed to be done. Now, this school year has been far from ideal. In fact, it's probably one that many of us want to forget. But there is one thing that we will always remember, and that's the class of 2020. Now, I know Maspeth High School has been a second home for many of you, and just a school for others. And I know that some of you were excited to not have to physically attend Maspeth High School for the past couple of months, and now those same people are yearning to get back into the building. And I know we definitely took for granted the time we shared together, and now we just want things to go back to normal. I can tell you in all honesty that recording this video right now is not what I want to be doing. And I would do anything to be able to recite this speech in person in front of all of you, your friends, and your families, and to get to see your smiling faces one last time. It's really my hope that one day soon we can honor all of you and your accomplishments in person, the way that you deserve it to be. Now, when I was a child, I used to watch a television show called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Mr. Rogers was the nicest man. He was always kind to people and accepting of their differences. He once said, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people that are helping.'" Well, the news is definitely scary nowadays, but there are always people trying to help. Many of our seniors and your family members were deemed to be essential workers, so you were the ones that were helping. Your teachers, your counselors, your parents and guardians were doing their best to fill the many roles and responsibilities that were given to them in such short notice, so they were trying to help as well. We all did everything in our power to help you get where you wanted to be, but at the end of the day, you're going to need to take those final steps on your own to make your dreams become reality. I hope one day you will all take those steps and achieve your goals in the future. But if you ever need a helping hand along the way, please don't hesitate to look back at Maspeth High School and to reach out to an adult in the building. We will always be here for you. No matter how old you'll always be part of our neighborhood. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You most certainly deserve it.
Hello, class of 2020. We did it. We made it, guys. Just yesterday, we were freshmen walking through the hallway with our black lanyards and IDs, using our schedules to get to classes and frequently visiting the office to ask Bobby Joe to replace our school metric cards. As sophomores, we felt a little bit better knowing we were no longer the newbies. It's strange to look back and think there were crazy clown sightings. Coming into junior year, the thought of college began. Wearing Crocs became a trend, and once school was over, we all knew to turn our Crocs into sports mode and put on AirPods.
And just like that, senior year came along, and I knew and TikTok dances is what we learned over the summer.
During senior year, a lot of us started to realize that this year is the year to live our last. It's our last first day of school, our last basketball game, and this is the last year all of us will get to be in the same school together. It's safe to say none of us prepared for our very last day of high school. It felt like an ordinary school day on March 13th.
Sadly, our senior year got cut short, and now we realize we should have taken advantage of all the opportunities Maspeth High School provided us, and we should have cherished the moments we all shared together.
I would like to thank our staff and our PTA president, Barbara Jankowski, for doing the most during this difficult time. There's only so much that could have been done, and I know they've done their best they could to make up for the events we missed out on.
On the bright side, we got a chance to receive free pizza, donuts, and cupcakes.
There's this quote I know that states, "Every story has an end, but in life, every end is a new beginning."
As little kids, we couldn't wait to grow up. I'm sure we're all regretting that now.
Despite high school coming to an end, we're all heading towards a new beginning, and we should still all celebrate all that we've achieved in the last 4 years at Maspeth. This graduating class has so many bright students, and I can't wait to see what we're all going to accomplish in the future. Who knows, maybe Hamad will be the one to find the cure for COVID-19.
Thank you, Maspeth, for letting us be your senior class president. It's been a pleasure, and we can't wait to see you in the future.
And just like that, we're no longer seniors at Maspeth High, but graduates. Thank you.
Greetings, Maspeth High School class of 2020, and congratulations on this great accomplishment that you have that you've done. I want to share a few things with you very briefly. This is the first graduation that I haven't written a speech, so bear with me as I put my thoughts together for this. And I kind of decided not to write a speech because of the unpredictable environment that we're in. Maybe I should also be a little less predictable. We've gone through quite a lot over the last 3 months. And although these circumstances that you're graduating under have been very unusual and surreal, you've still done something that is an incredible accomplishment. And you should be commended for this, and I commend you for this, and I'm very happy for your accomplishment. Over these last 3 months, we've seen things that we've never seen before. And many nights I've gone to bed wondering what I'm going to wake up to the next day. It's been very unpredictable, it's been very surreal, it's been very different, and this is the most unusual graduating circumstances that I've ever seen in my lifetime. One of the things that I can tell you is that in times like this, it's important to find inspiration wherever you can. And one of the things that has kept me going over these last 3 months is there was a book that I read by someone who was a former Navy SEAL, and it was a self-help book. Now, in this book, this individual who was a retired Navy SEAL, he decided to participate in lots of very strenuous athletic events, ultra marathons, and other tests of durability and strength. And some of these ultra marathons go 100 miles, 200 miles of running. And what he did as he was participating in these events is that he kept very meticulous notes of what he was going through and when he was going through it. And after 3 or 4 years of competing, he reflected back and he looked back at a lot of his notes, and there were many different things that he found. But there was one thing in particular that really stood out. And what stood out is that he noticed that at every race he participated in, somewhere around the 40th percentile, his mind started telling him to quit and to stop. And he noticed this was almost right across the board. So usually at around 40% or so is when the mind started kicking in and saying, I think we should quit. I'm too tired. My foot hurts. Enough is enough. So after reading this book, I thought as well about this. And I realized that in most cases, we're capable of doing a lot more than we think that we're able to do. And in your lives, you may also hit this 40th percentile. And when you hit it, realize that you may not have even, you may be able to put in twice as much as you actually feel you can at that moment. Your mind might be able to tell you to quit, but you may still be able to do a whole lot more. And by pushing yourself to constantly do more, regardless of the circumstances, that's how you achieve in your life. That's how you become very good at things, and that's how you ultimately become great at things. So most of what we've gone through in the last 3 months, where there has been a very deadly pandemic, and there's also been a social awakening in this country, it is important to continue to push your boundaries, to make yourself a better person, to make yourself a more aware person, to make yourself a more successful person. And often when you hear that little voice in your head telling you to stop and you can't go further, you haven't even reached your halfway point yet. So that's something that I want to leave you with as graduates. We're all very proud of you as a community. You've done a great job under very different circumstances, very difficult circumstances. And congratulations, and I wish all of you the best.
Good afternoon, Principal Abdul, assistant principals, teachers, parents, families, and peers. What a graduation we have here. I heard someone say on the radio a few days ago, if there's something the class of 2020 has learned this year, it's to expect the unexpected. But I think we've known that already. When we first came in through the doors of Maspeth High School on September 8th, 2016, we were just some kids who had no idea what they were walking into. All we knew is that we were expected to do our best in school and, of course, that we shouldn't be leaving at 2:35. We were expected to embrace the spirit of our new environment, so we joined clubs and sports, and we were lost. But 4 years went by faster than we could have imagined, and we found ourselves quickly until our school became a second home to us. And now we have to leave and repeat the same process over again, somewhere new. When we first entered a class, a club, or a sports team, we were entering a community. Through those communities, we molded our interests, learned new things, and felt like we belonged to something bigger than ourselves. And those groups we were a part of threw some challenges at us too. I ran 2 miles thanks to soccer, and that was never on the list of things I expected to do in my life. Or remember those essays we had to write in one class period? And the first time we had to do a Socratic seminar? And what about debates? But we got used to them, and a lot of us even got pretty good at them. And although we worked for ourselves, we were also working with our community, adapting to its changes and making our own, together. Sometimes we were so lost in the moment that we didn't even realize what we were doing. Each of us was forming a unique identity for themselves, but we needed each other to do that. Adapting to things around us has always been our strength, whether we realize it or not. It made us who we are. We are so good at adapting that we don't even take notice when we root ourselves into a new environment. It just happens. Before you know it, something that was completely new to you becomes comfortable. That's why we're sad to let go of things. That's why we made our school feel like home. The lessons we've learned over the past 4 years could be enough to last a decade. We had to figure out who we were, learn to thrive in a new place, and deal with the strange world on top of that. And now we have to learn to let go again. And still deal with the strange world. We have to enter a new chapter of our lives and leave the comfortable past. But since when does growth come from being comfortable? It comes from adapting to our environment, using our experiences, and that's exactly what we've been doing for years. We can do it again. Before I leave, I would like to thank everyone. Thank you to our amazing teachers, thanks to who we've grown so much over the years, not only as students, but as people. Thank you to Principal Abdul and the administration for creating a wonderful environment for us to grow in. Thank you to our parents and families who have supported us our whole lives and made us who we are today. Thank you, class of 2020, for being a part of each other's journeys and my own. And congratulations. So, yes, it is an odd graduation we have here. The world is a weird place now, but if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that we can adapt to change. Thank you.
Good evening, Principal Abdul, assistant principals, teachers, faculty, parents, and the seniors of Maspeth High School. Remember the drama in September when Maspeth was featured in those articles? We thought there's no way this year can get any worse. It's been tough, especially if you had to wake up for first period. We couldn't have expected anything that's happened this year, and the uncertainty's been stressful. Even now, we don't know when this pandemic will be a thing in the past. Remember Six Flags and Camelback, our small escapes from everything? The nature of uncertainty is that it always comes back, bringing discomfort and stress. Remember our first IA week? That was stressful, especially if you had missed your bar. I still remember someone got a 23 on that test. Feel free to make fun of them for it. We've grown since then. Whether it's a 23 or 34, those test grades are beyond us now. They're not important anymore in an academic sense, but in a personal sense. Be proud of that those numbers no longer represent the present you, but the past you. The past is certain. It's already happened, which is comfortable to us. Of course, we must remember not to be stuck in nostalgia. We won't have those meaningless yet meaningful conversations at lunch or even at the start of class anymore. We each have broad, uncertain paths laid out in front of us, and you'll be the ones choosing your exact steps. For this reason, I ask each of you to embrace uncertainty, to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and to be grateful for our present. The future will hold all kinds of challenges, the product of uncertainty. Time is interesting to discuss when we don't know what day of the week it is or how it's already June. Either way, remember to hold on to time. Illogically, our greatest moments fly by while that first IA week took ages. The time you'll have with your friends this summer is precious, a kind you'd regret not holding close to you. We look to the future with aspirations of happiness, freedom, success, or security. These are our ultimate goals, yet we're willing to sacrifice them in the pursuit of them. It doesn't make any sense, but it's a mistake we all make. Cherish what you have in the present instead of solely looking to the future for these blessings. Finally, I can't end the speech without a few thank yous. I'll begin with Mr. Kwan for helping us with everything from writing to relationships. A personal thank you for Mr. Ballot and Mr. Yee for all they've done for me. I want to thank the administration for all the resources they've brought to teachers, clubs, and sports, something our critics turned a blind eye to. Finally, I want to thank all the students of Maspeth High School for the wonderful 4 years and the impacts we've had on each other. We'll all continue to grow so much. Just remember to cherish what you have now.
So just to let you know, I saw that you were slow. I know it's time to go from the bottom of the thing right to the top. Don't hold back. Packing my bags and giving the academy a check. I don't ever wanna let you down. I don't ever wanna leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's hard to begin, isn't it? I'll get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I've never changed a word? So this is where you fell, and I am left to sell. Look back to heaven, run through miles and climb hell right to the top. Don't hold back. Turn into rice and giving the commodities a ring track. I don't ever wanna let you down. I don't ever wanna leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin. the beacon, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. Time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than them. I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am.
Veronica Abduleva, AJ Abrar, Moises Arcero, Lori Agrianes, Kevin Ariaga, Anastas Armov, Kushagra Irel, Hiram Aviles III, Anita Paculima, Gabriela Bachuska, Karen Baez Calixto, Joanna Barragan, Crystal Bello, Aldrin Barisha, Asad Bobojanov, Ariana Bonura, Colin Breen, Nicholas Bruce, Joshua Buenviaje, Valerie Buitrago, Christopher Berchichi, Justin Cabeza, Angelina Casiopo, Antonino Casiopo, Natalia Calderon, Benny Calle, Veronica Calle, Donato Campanella, Wen Cao, Janroy Karan, Elizabeth Cervantes, Diana Chalco, Michael Chan, Amy Chalqua, Evan Chen, Jackie Chen, John Chen, Rose Chen, Tammy Chen, Yi Chong, Lubaba Chowdhury, David Sabrowski, Natalie Sinama, Catherine Coelho, Hamlet Colado, Michael Corchado, Jonathan Codero, Andrick Cruz, Valentina Laguna Cuellar, Tristan Zapp, Shauna Darcy, Joshua Diaz, Joseph Di Giovanna Jr., Iqbal Jika, Jeremiah DeGeneres, Axel Dominguez, Luis Dominguez, Nicholas Duran, Patricia Dunca, Nicholas Igas, Maximilian Egner, Amanda Amini, Jesua Marie Encarnado, Marisol Estevez, Zuleika Farhado, Anthony Falco, Ashley Fandino, Eric Fang, Alexander Farson, Jaden Figueroa, Malky Fitzgerald, Jason Fleischiger, Anthony Flores, Samuel Flores, Andrew Franco, George Frisioni, Lillian Fuentes, Eric Garcia, Olivia Genko, Vaheg Gazarian, Stephanie Go, Kiara Gonzalez, Kispel Gonzalez, Alan Goris, Carol Gracia Merlo, Julia Gregorian, Vince Guan, Nicole Gujida, Anish Gurram, Diraj Gurram, Jordan Gusiskov, Emma Guzman, Jason Hernandez, Alexander Healy, Brian Huang, Tashin Hossein, Brian Huerta, Yelena Isnora, Danny Jacobo, Jacob Jagodzinski, Thomas Jankowski, Lina Jaramillo, Deanne Javier, Shafiq Jenkins, Odysseas Kaloyeropoulos, Kirsten Copper, Keelan Kelly, Amanda Kessler, Adam Kafaga, Sydney Killian, Victoria Klitsch, Damian Konopka, Ava Krasowski, Julia Fitkovsky, Kylie Lamb, Christy Lauren, Juliana Lay, Brianna Lee, Victor Lino, Jesse Lee, Zan Hong Lee, Kevin Lin, Shirley Lin, Dennis Liphausen, Kevin Liu, Ryan Logan, Christopher Loha, Peter Lolis, Alyssa Lopez, Henry Lopez, Samantha Lopez, John Lorenzi, Simon Liu, Colin Lucero, Ethan Lugo, Victoria Lusinska, Yana Litvin, Joanna Masiek, Milena Makula, Philip Malinowski, Kasper Malinowski, Julia Marqueza, Juana Maron, Kasper Mazurchik, Kevin McGarvey, Erica Melger, Bianca Mendoza, Nicholas Mochalski, Govin Mohabir, Daniel Mondragon, Jesse Morales, Devin Morris, Mary Mota, Yibel Mu, Jaciaris Munoz, Mara Musa, Medina Musovic, Carlos Nabil, Sarah Nedick, Brandon Ning, Patrick Nierwinski, Jeffrey Nike, Henry Nunez, Isaac Nunez, Bianca Ortega, Jennifer Ortega Paida, Devin Ortiz, Penelope Ortiz, Divya Patel, Lukman Patel, Manav Patel, Neil Patel, Sharon Pauta, Empress Peebles, Amaya Perez, Liliana Perez, Sameli Perez, Angelica Pietrzakowski, Jessica Plaza, Kiara Polanco, Angelica Poplowski, Alex Portugal, Natalie Prevost, Jacobo Pulido, Gordon Keon, Natalia Rashakovich, Victor Redhead, Olivia Rega, Leslie Retemales, Caitlin Reyes, Mara Reyes, Justin Rios, Brady Rivera, Elijah Rivera, Crystal Rivera, Ashley Rodriguez, Matthew Rodriguez, Natalie Rodriguez, Sebastian Rogovsky, Anthony Romero, Michaela Romero, Richard Romney, Vincent Rosig, Kevin Rubenacker Jr., Ashley Ruviola, Adam Sabri, Andrew San Martin, Emily Sanchez, T. Sanchez, Camila Santana, Haley Santiago, Javier Santiago, Miles Savage, Stephen Shoso, Anna Marie Senator, Joseph Seminator, Hamad Shah, Farzan Shafat, Kolo Shuk, Anud Siddiqui, Jacob Siguencia, Brian Silva Rosete, Emmanuel Simancas, Christopher Singani, Igbala Skenderovic, Patrick Starmack, Kevin Su, John Sukojani, Leah Tam, Stephanie Tapia, Andrew Turani, Adonis Tejovic, Mars Tenaraj, Adam Thompson, Brandon Tondra, Adriani Tilgazani, Kasang Tobasang, Alyssa Torres, Amber Torres, Kevin Torres, Claudia Trusklowska, Rebecca Tushern, Tammy C, Patrick Udvalari, Gianna Veruzzi, Araceli Vega, Frankie Velasquez, Desmond Velovic, Adler Vera Fiestas, Cassandra Vidal, Matthew Warwick, Alexa White, Alyssa White, Gabriella Woner, Victoria Woolman, Wanbo Wu, Alejandra Yales, Avner Yashev, Camille Zhikowski, Claudia Zaro, Daniel Zendin, Isabella Ziglinska, Pearl Zhang, Mikhail Zotka,
By the authority vested in me by the State of New York, the Board of Regents, and the New York City Department of Education, I now declare you graduates of Maspeth High School with all the rights and privileges that pertain. You may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2020.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. I swear I live. Every broken bone, I swear I job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. That I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all of the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst, my best with you.